I think today I really want to share something really very interesting, which is the story of how I upgrade from a HDB to own 2 private properties. And if you guys have been following my social media, my Facebook, my Instagram posts, but the journey of how I upgrade, but you probably really don't know how I actually or why I actually made that decision, which is really very funny and very interesting. And that's why today in this video, I'm going to show it to you guys how I made that decision to upgrade from a HDB to own 2 private properties. So if you guys really know about my career, I actually started out in the army, in the force, and I've been working in the army for almost 10 years. Would I probably continue in that career? And that's why I started to go and see all the different opportunities out there, and real estate as an agent is one of those that I thought I would want to try. So during then, it was I think in 2010, I started out just as a part-timer. So if you ask me whether do I know about property investments, about property upgrading, and to be honest, I don't really know anything. All I know is whether can I survive in this trade. So whatever I do, I just help HDB buyers to bring them around to go and find their HDB homes. And during then, I can earn that 1% commission. That was how I started in my career. I started to share with my clients about property upgrading. It really happens in 2013. The property market, it was one of the highest peak, and government decides to, introduce all the series of cooling measures.
The property market has slowed since the government announced tough new cooling measures last Friday. That's according to some housing analysts. And one says COV or cash over valuation for larger HDB resale flats could fall as much as 30%.
And that's why the property prices really went all the way down. Now, it was also one of the period where I would probably say I suffer a lot, because when I started as an agent, there are a lot of skill sets that I really don't know. I don't know how to talk to an owner, as in how to negotiate for a price, share with them how are we able to proceed if the market drops. All I know is I just take a photo, I upload, and I just list, and the property just get rented out or sold. That was when the market is hot. But when the market turns around and is going all the way down, my skill sets as an agent is really quite poor. And that was where I really tried to figure out what should I do next. That was when I chanced upon the opportunity of how to advise someone to, upgrade. Or probably that was where I see, why are those property owners, especially condo private property owners, they are able to build their wealth through property investment. And that was where how I really zoomed into this focus area. So during the period between 2013 all the way to 2018, I've been helping quite a number of clients to move forward from their HDBs to own private properties. Some just upgrade from HDB to a private property. Some of them, if I look at their numbers and they are capable enough financially, I will advise them to move and purchase 2 private properties, with one owning each of it. During this period of time, most of my clients will ask me this question: so Gaynor, where do you stay? And I always tell them that I stay in a HDB, and they are quite surprised because I advise them to move forward to own 1 private property or 2 private properties, and me individually, I still stay in a HDB, which I always tell them this answer, which is really true for me, because the funds that I have is not enough for me to move forward. So whatever that I did to help them, I earn the commission, and that's where I need to save enough for me to make that move. But the real thing when I finally decide to upgrade is something really happened to me and my family. Both me and my wife are those that really believe in feng shui. So one of the feng shui masters told us that during that year, any houses that are doing major renovation will sort of affect the qi, and then in return will affect the health of my family. So, and just nice during that year, which is 2018, my neighbors did a major renovation. And that's where both me and my wife panicked. And to be honest, we shifted to my mom's place in just 7 days. So during then, I ferry all my furnitures, all my belongings from my home to my mom's place. And that's it. And then we stayed at my mom's place, and that was where I had a discussion with my wife. Let's sell off the HDB and let's look at what are the opportunities that we have. And that's why during that year in 2018, we sold our HDB and I bought my first private resale property, which is Privé, for 1.1 million. It is a 3-bedroom and the size is 1098 square feet, which is fairly decent size for me and my family. And I clearly remember during that time I told my wife, if you buy this property as a resale, you probably will not earn any money. But surprisingly, today, I think one of the 3 bedrooms has been transacted at $1.4 million. And so this is how I settled my first private property, which I bought under my own name. So now that left with another name, which is my wife's name, where we are actually on the hunt to find a second property. So I bought the second property investment in 2019. I actually bought Avenue South Residences, in short is ASR, and I bought a 1-bedroom. The size was about 474 square feet and the price was $887,000. Now for those who really know me, I seldom ask clients to buy a 1-bedder or studio unless the price is very attractive or probably there's something really unique about it. And why I buy ASR was because firstly, it was a conservation place. So that is something to me is really different. Second was the floor plan, the layout was very different as well, because unlike the normal studio or normal 1-bedders, they have a very narrow corridor and they have a very small living room, and which leads to the other bedroom. So but for this, you enter by a private lift, and the first thing first, you open up, the whole living room is very squarish and big, and then it leads you to the bedroom. And that's why the floor plan is really unique, coupled by its conservation, and also because it has a private lift. You seldom get to see 1-bedders with private lift, and that is the reason why I bought that property investment. So fast forward to today, I own 2 properties. One is for my own stay, which is Privé, and the other is ASR, which is now still under construction, but it's going to TOP real soon. So the real question is, what is next for me? Now, I think what is really important, because my kids are already growing up and I feel that they really need to have their own place, their own room. So now I'm actually putting up either one or probably my ASR, which is for sale. And once I'm able to sell this unit, I will use my wife's name to purchase a bigger unit for my own stay, which is most probably a 4-bedroom of a bigger size. Now once I buy that, I will most likely be renting out my Privé or putting my Privé for sale as well. So you will see that the whole cycle for me on how I look at property investments will keep continuously moving towards this owning 2 private properties, because it really gives me the flexibility of doing one and one each without affecting my own stay, which I think is a fairly good plan for me and my family. Hope you guys really know more about me and my journey of how I moved from a HDB to own 2 private properties. Gainer from Property Made Simple. Hope you like this video. Remember, please do help me to like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you real soon. Bye.